In this video, we are going to understand how to send text message in Qwil Messenger from new form submission. So here our objective is that every time a form is submitted and we have received the response, then let's say that we have received the response of a new lead. Then what do I want? I want to send the information about the new lead to the admin or my team which is sitting on Qwil Messenger, which is a global chat app. How can we do that? For this, let's say every time we receive a new response, here we have taken the example of Jotform. So I am going to integrate Jotform and Qwil Messenger with the help of Pabbly Connect. Here my trigger application will be Jotform and my action application will be Qwil Messenger. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here we have reached the landing page. Now since I'm an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in. If you are the new user, you can sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Here we have reached all applications page and these are the various products of Pabbly. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect as we are doing this integration using this application. And as we do that, we have reached a dashboard. On the right hand side, there's a tab create workflow. Let's click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here you can provide any name. So what is my objective? That every time there is a new form submission, it can be from any form builder application. Here I'm going to take Jotform as an example. So here my objective is that every time I receive a new response, then I want to send text message in Qwil Messenger. So let's click on create. As we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically we can say that action here is the response of our trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be a form builder application. I'm taking the example of Jotform. The next is trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow start and here it will be new response. Now you can see we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Jotform and Pabbly Connect. I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to take you to my Jotform account. So this here is my Jotform account and here I'm going to work on this particular form. The name is contact form. So you can create your own form by clicking on this orange tab and you can add as many fields as you want. Since this is just a test submission, so I have added very basic fields. Let me show you that. So you can see I have added first name, last name, email address, phone number and gender. So if you want to add more elements, you can click on this plus icon. Now what do we have to do? We have to go to settings. Let's click on this. As we do that, here on the left hand side we can see integrations. Let's click on this. Now we are going to look for webhooks. Here it is. And this particular URL that we had just copied, I'm going to paste the same here. So once done, let's click on complete integration. And here we can see that our integration is ready. Let's click on finish. Once this is done, we are going to click on publish. And here we can see that we have received the link of our form. Now what is it asking? It is asking me to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response, which basically means that now I'm going to fill up this form. Now this is just a test case where I'm just going to see whether Jotform and Pabbly Connect are properly integrated or no. So I'm going to take you back to the form. Let's copy this link or open this in a new tab. Okay, now let's fill up the form. So here the name is new, the surname is dummy, then we have the email address newdummy@pabblytudes.com, then we have the phone number and then let's say the gender is male. Let's click on submit. So our form has been submitted, taking you back to Pabbly Connect. We can see we have received the response. Here is the webhook URL, then we have the username, type. Then as I take you down, here we have the email address, last name, first name, then we have the gender and this here is the phone number. Now once I have received this information, what is my objective? I want to send a text message to my team sitting on Qwil Messenger about this new lead received. So my action application here will be Qwil. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to send a text message. Let's click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect wants to connect itself with the Qwil Messenger account. For this, I'm going to select add new connection. Now I already have logged into my Qwil Messenger account, and what is it asking me? It is asking me for the user API key and the secret key so that we can set up this connection. Now how can we receive the API key and the secret key? For this, we have to first log into our Qwil Messenger that I already have done. Then at the top right, we have the profile picture. We have to click on that, go to my profile. So let me show you what exactly we have to do. So this is my Qwil Messenger account. Now this here is the profile. Here we have to go to my profile. Now here we have user API keys. I'm going to create a user API key. Let's say this is a demo key. So let me provide it the permissions. So this key can perform read-only chat actions, write-only chat actions, export data, read-write contact actions. So I have selected everything. Now I'm going to click on create. And here you can see we have received the API key and the secret key. So now I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste this over here. Next is the secret key. So here is the secret key and let's paste this over here. Then comes the region, and here it is saying that the value is available in your user API key page. So let's go back to Qwil Messenger. I'm going to click on done, and here you can see this is the region name. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. Here we can see Qwil Messenger and Pabbly Connect are now connected. Now we need a chat ID and a text that we wish to send to our team. For this chat ID, I'm going to first take you to Qwil Messenger. Let's go to the chats, and here I'm going to first create a new chat. Now this particular chat is for the new leads. So here I'm going to write new leads and Jotform. So this is the chat title, so that all the new leads that we have received through Jotform we will receive here. Now let's add a few participants. So here I'm going to add test client, test staff and test user. Let's click on create. So you can here see that the chat has been created. Now here we can see details. Let's click on this, and down we can see the chat ID. So I'm going to copy this chat ID, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Once done, here we have to enter the text. So I'm going to write team, we have received a new lead. Now I'm going to provide the details. First of all, the name of the person. To enter the information, I'm going to use a method which is known as mapping. And how do we do that? So you can see the previous step here. Let's click on this, and this here is the first name. You can see it has been captured here. Let's give a space, go back here, and this here is the last name. So this is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written the same information manually, then even when my workflow was running for some nth time with some new information, it wouldn't have taken that information. Instead, it would have got stuck with this manually written data. So to avoid that, we map the information. Now the next thing is, let's enter the email address. With the same method, let's go to the previous step. This here is the email address, then the contact number. So again I'm going to click on this, then take you down. This here is the contact number. Let me also add the gender of the person. So here is the gender, and now I'm just going to write regards. So this is the message that I want to share with my team. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. As I do that, here you can see we have received the response. Let me take you to Qwil Messenger, and yes, here you can see that our message has been received. So this basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to show you the same in real time. So let's go back to Jotform. Here I'm going to again open this form in a new tab. So let's say this time the name is Smart, then the last name is user1. Here is the email address. Then we have the phone number. Then the gender, let's say it is female. I'm going to click on submit. The form has been submitted. Let's go to Qwil Messenger, and yes, we can see we have received another message. So this means our integration is a complete success, taking you back to Pabbly Connect. Let's quickly understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application is Jotform, the event is new response, then our action application is Qwil Messenger, the event is send a text message. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.